So today's video is a little review of my 2019. I first want to say that this video is not to boast or to make you guys feel bad or feel like you're getting left behind or get jealous or anything. This video is to encourage you to take a look at your 2019 and realize how much you have achieved. Because even if it's been a bad year, a difficult year, you don't feel like you've achieved anything, I guarantee you have achieved things, even if it's just surviving the worst year ever. So I really want you to take a minute to think about what you have achieved in 2019, things that you're proud of, things that you're grateful for, people who you love, and feel free to put it in the comments and we can all be a bit positive and grateful together. But I also like these videos for myself to look back on, see what I've done in the year and see what I'm thinking of for the next year. So I haven't particularly done my 2020 goals or anything, but I am going to include a bit of that in here, a bit kind of off the top of my head. So let's have a quick look at 2019, what I achieved and the lessons that I learned from it. The first thing was I outsourced my Udemy video editing to Estrella. And she is unbelievable. I'm so happy to be working with her. Someone on Instagram recommended her to me and she is amazing. I will include links to her work in the description box. But I outsourced my video editing and that was really hard for me because I'm not very good at delegating. I think that I'm super perfect and no one can do it like I do it. And actually that is not true at all. So I gave it to her. She's done an amazing job. And because of that, this year I have released 8 Udemy courses. It's pretty cool, with 3 different instructors, because as you guys will know, most courses now I'm not the instructor, I help other people create courses. So I do, I guess, like producing, I do the filming, I manage the editing. Now I don't do the editing. I do the thumbnail, the description, I help them come up with the topic, I help them come up with the script. On the day I coach them to make sure they've got the right energy levels, they're including the right sales information, that kind of thing. So yeah, 8 Udemy courses. I did 2 different courses about anxiety, one about cold calling, one about interview skills. I think I did a leadership one, a project management one, honestly, so many courses, which is amazing. I'm really proud of that. And I also had some big financial milestones on Udemy because I crossed $300,000 lifetime earnings on Udemy. And that is, for me, the money that Udemy get and the money that the other instructors get that I work with is in addition to that. And that's lifetime. That's not this year, but that is incredible. And I also had my best ever month, which was $26,000 in November this year, so for Black Friday. My previous best ever was 18, so that was insane. I thought this Black Friday I would probably cross 20, but I didn't think I would cross 25. So that's amazing. That work is really paying off because I've been working on Udemy for years and years, building courses. So I'm very proud of that. And you guys can always let me know if there's more Udemy content that you want on this channel. Let me know video requests. But Udemy, amazingly, was not my focus this year. Something that I did was I cut back on all my projects to focus entirely on launching our Amazon store in Australia. So Australian Amazon only just launched, I think technically last year, but this year was really the year that it took off. So I have been launching products like crazy in Amazon Australia, and I have launched 45 products in Amazon Australia, which is frankly insane. Most people launch a couple of products a year, maybe 5 if you're feeling really crazy. And that's not just the same product in different colors. That is 45 totally separate products. So we've got home products, travel products, fitness products, pet products, honestly, pretty much everything that you can see around your home, I now sell on Amazon in Australia. So that's been really exciting. We've also been getting organic sales for that, which is really cool. We've been getting some positive reviews from customers who bought it and love it, and that just feels amazing. Having only worked in digital, people obviously give great reviews of my Udemy courses, but it's weird that I have a physical product in people's houses, which they really like. So that's kind of fun. So yeah, Amazon has been my main focus and I have deliberately streamlined everything else. So that's why there haven't been as many videos on this channel. I've cut back on several other companies that I was doing. I stepped out of and I said I'm going to focus just on Amazon. And also launch 8 Udemy courses. But my focus entirely this year has been Amazon, which has been amazing. I also, on the side of that, visited 11 countries. We did Australia, Gran Canaria in Spain, Bali, Thailand, Japan, which was my main bucket list place of the year that we went to. I'm in Poland right now. I'm going to Paris next week, so that'll be France. In fact, I think France is not on this list. Yep, so that's 12. So that's been incredible. I'm so grateful. I love traveling full time. Being a digital nomad has been the best decision I've ever made, and I have an amazing time, and that's why I make these videos, to try and help you guys do it as well if you want to. I also met a ton of people, including some subscribers, especially when we're in Chiang Mai. I met a lot of you just going about my life in Chiang Mai, going to meetups and lunches and networking, and that was really, really fun. I love getting to put a face behind a name, especially someone who comments a lot. So I've seen your name on here, and then when I get to meet you, that's really cool. But also people who just have been watching me and maybe who've taken action because of my videos. That's pretty amazing. I've also worked with 3 different life coaches. One, Stephen, you've seen on this channel. I am an alumni now from his coaching program, but he does quarterly or 6-monthly check-ins. So I get to still speak to him as a coach a couple of times a year. And also we are now friends. So I get to hang out with him as a friend. We hang out in England and also in Chiang Mai. And that's all been really, really fun. So 3 different life coaches, all of whom I will include the links in the description box. I have Carolina, who I speak to on about a monthly basis. She's my permanent life coach at the moment. Then I have Stephen, who I have worked with in the past and I highly recommend. And I also worked with a guy called Sam, who did a 2 or 3 session program with me, Gifted, and they're all quite different. So Sam is quite high energy. He's kind of about pushing yourself, overcoming hurdles, growing your business as fast as possible, that kind of thing, really finding out who you are and living your best life and being very high energy. Whereas Caroline does a lot more about mindfulness and meditation and finding your purpose, being happy, being productive, looking at different things that you've done in the week and what you want to change. And then Stephen is kind of more about zooming out and looking at your whole life, your life purpose, what drains you, what makes you happy, all that kind of stuff. So they're all quite different. They all have different price points. They all offer different program lengths, but I will include all of them in the description box. A couple of small things as well. I turned 30, which was really cool. Me and my husband went to Japan for our 30th birthdays, and it was amazing. Such a beautiful country. I do have a vlog coming, but I filmed way too much content, so it's taking me forever to edit. But turning 30 actually felt like more of a milestone than I expected. So I'm very excited for a new decade, which I'm in right now. And I also donated my hair. So I used to have really long hair, as you guys all know. It's ruined the continuity of all my videos because now you can tell whether I filmed this before or after I cut my hair. But yeah, I had hair kind of down to here. I cut off 10 inches and I vlogged it. So that is going to charity. It goes for, they make wigs for children who've lost their hair because of illness, maybe cancer, maybe other illnesses. So yeah, I donated my hair to charity, which was a big move. And then the final thing is that, I don't know how to phrase it, I discovered climate change. I mean, I think it was already a thing. Everyone else already knew about it, but I had kind of not really given it much of my attention. And this year I really educated myself on that. So I am planning on doing a video about digital nomads and climate change, what impact you can make, but also just a summary. I feel like I was shocked at how much I didn't understand, and how it's a thing that people talk about in daily conversation, oh, use your own bag. And I didn't realize how much I didn't understand. And so I went to my first ever protest, which was with Extinction Rebellion in Brisbane. But I also read a lot of books about climate change. I highly recommend How Bad Are Bananas? That was a really mind-blowing book for me. This Is Not a Drill is the Extinction Rebellion book. And I'm going to do a whole video about the books that I recommend and the things that I have learned, and also the things that I'm going to change. Because in this video, I've said I visited 12 countries, and what I've learned is that flying is basically the worst possible thing that you can do for the environment. So in 2020, that's going to be something that I'm going to be looking at and trying to work out how I balance my life in a more sustainable way. So that takes me into 2020. The first thing that I want to do is become more sustainable and really get involved in that and take the leap to make some serious changes. So watch this space on that. Then the second thing is to see my family more. I always say that my family are priority and then I don't actually see them much. And Stephen, my coach, says that you can say things are a priority, but how you spend your time is where the proof really is. So I'm making an effort to see them a lot more in 2020, which will be amazing. Also to invest in existing friendships. I'm constantly meeting new people, but it's rare for me, and probably for everyone, I'm sure you included, to find people who you really, really connect with and just are like your people on a kind of soul level. So I really want to invest in those relationships more in 2020. And if that means traveling to see people, if that means being in the UK more, whatever it takes, I want to make sure that I'm investing in existing friendships that mean a lot to me, doing more Skype calls, sending people more messages, all that kind of thing. I'm also going to be focusing entirely on Amazon. This was kind of the launch year, but next year is really the growth year, the investment year, and I want to get the value to at least $250,000 company value next year. We're not going to sell next year, but that's kind of my next milestone for company growth, which would be super cool. And to really focus on that, so continue to say no to new projects, different projects, streamlining down so that I can just focus on Amazon and really invest in that as a growth opportunity. And then the final thing is health. I want to feel well, not necessarily fit, but I want to make sure that like my gut health is good, my back feels good, my posture is good, all that kind of thing. I want to really focus on doing things like Pilates rather than CrossFit, and feeling well, feeling limber, feeling stretched, eating good food, all that kind of thing. So my focus this year is, rather than getting fit or getting thin, is to feel well. Get good sleep, eat good food, do sustainable exercise. So those are kind of my plans for 2020. I want to be very deliberate with my time, how I spend it, who I spend it with, what I'm working on. I want to do more meditation, more mindfulness, which is something I'm always trying to do more of, but never seem to be getting any closer. But yeah, that is my plan for 2020. Feel well, achieve a lot with Amazon, be focused, be sustainable, all that kind of stuff. So I think it's going to be a really good year. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and it hasn't been too me, but I'm really proud of what I've achieved this year. I've worked really hard, but I've also had a lot of fun, and I'm very thankful for this life that I have built. It makes me really happy, and I hope that my videos have helped you to achieve similar things, whether you want to be a nomad or not. I hope that I have helped you achieve a life that you like, and that I've inspired you to make changes that you can have any life that you want. So yeah, good luck for 2020. Congratulations for 2019. Whether it was a good year or not, you have survived it. You're still here. I'm sure that there's plenty you can be grateful for, even if it's been a bit of an insane year. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you have achieved in 2019, what you're proud of, what you're grateful for, and what you're looking forward to in 2020. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in 2020. Bye.